please help me identify myself. Am I Essie? Am I Matiba? Am I Joyce? Definitely not Lindani. Wow. Morning, guys. Morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to a new video. My name is Idu Makatini, and wow. As you have seen by the title of this video, yes, I'm triggered. The polygamist, Sana. Before we get into the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, share, and yeah. Let's get into the video. Guys, it's I just want to make a disclaimer. There might be some disturbance. My daughter might come in. You might hear my mom's voice. She's on the phone. Yeah. Let's I've been trying to place you guys. I don't know which place it will be, but this is the most comfortable way I can talk to you guys. I didn't want to be formal because if I were to be formal, I was gonna fumble. But I want you to please help me. I want you to please help me. I don't know how to put you guys, and the hairs in my nose are just irritating me. It looks so wrong. Please help me identify myself. Am I Essie? Am I Matiba? Am I Joyce? Definitely not Lindani. Wow. If you've never experienced a Jonasi in your life, you are blessed. You are the luckiest, because wow, oh Jonasi bandla, oh Jonasi bakhona, and yeah, I'm just gonna tell you, it's story time, Jenyana. Guys, I didn't want to be formal because if I were to be formal, I was gonna fumble. I know I'm gonna fumble, and I want to talk about it now while it's still fresh in my head. I don't want to plan it, I just want to talk about it. So yeah, let's get into the story time, and at the end you will then comment down below and tell me, Uba Sissy, you are Joyce. Sissy, you are Essie. Sissy, you are Matiba. Like, definitely not Lindani, no. But yeah. Hey, son. Okay. Let me be comfortable. Yeah, I don't want this flash, but it's automatic. Please forgive me. This video will have flashes and it won't have flashes. I think it's according to the lighting in this room. Yeah, but let's start. 2017, met this guy, ticks all boxes, and we started calling each other girlfriend, boyfriend. It was perfect. It was like a movie. And after work, he would pick me up with his mother, and some other days with his uncle, and we'd drive together. And Bandla, it was so nice. And as I met the mother, as I met the uncle, when you start meeting the family, you start gaining trust, what's no go right. And he would call as much as I want to be called. I'm feeling okay. He would call as much as I would like to be called. He gave me that attention that I wanted. And listen, yeah. And we would have a video call with his daughter, and his daughter was like 3 years, and the daughter would be looked after by the guy's place, and the mother of the child would come in the afternoon and fetch the child. red flag number one. But anyways, it's all lovey-dovey, it's all nice, and the mother is seeing everything, and I go visit him, and. Fast forward 3 months in the relationship, guy takes us to Cape Town. Jonas takes us to Cape Town, and it is... sorry guys, I ran out of space. Story. Okay, as I was saying, we went to Cape Town. He took me out to Cape Town, 3 months in the relationship, and wow, yes, Anna, like deep inside, get Tando, I'm falling for this guy. I love this guy so much. Like, this is it. We sing together, we talk together, we finish each other's sentences. Like, come on. Cape Point, we are there. Robben Island, we went there. Like, Sana. First flight I experienced because of him, A first visit to Cape Town, I experienced him. Like, why not? Why not? And I saw how he took care of his daughter. Like, he's ticking all the boxes, and he was so perfect. And when we went to, how did we get there? I think the brother took us there. And then when we came back, the mother met us there, welcomed us, took our bags, gave us hugs, and I was like, oh, this is it, guys. This is it. What more do I want? Okay. Fast forward, his career path is now getting better, and he's seeing good. Okay, now the Machankras is getting in, and things are good. And he's like, I want to buy a GTI. And I'm like, Jaini, you can't buy a GTI when you're staying at home. Rather invest in a home first. Your home, not a kaya, not your parents' place, but your home, your house, And then after that, in the long run, you can then get yourself the car that you want. I was like, good. Why not? He starts looking. Some other days he would then invite me over to go view with him, and we finally found a place, and he loved the place. Sana, and I saw myself in Jalap, why not? And then, well, there were couples in there and viewing, and it was up for a rental. And then we also came as a couple viewing, and then we asked, isn't it for sale by any chance? And they like, yeah, it's for sale, we can sell it. And then it's like, I want it. Started the process. During the process of the buying, it was, I don't know, like I was excluded, until a point where the house was bought, and it was furnished, but it's kind of blur. Why wasn't I involved in the furnishing end? But manje. Why, okay. And most of the time I would spend there, fast forward, we live there. No, not really permanently, like maybe 3 times a week or 2 times a week I'm there, and my stuff zilapa. Yeah. Yeah, I have to constantly check if it's a recording. Sorry guys, and sorry about the light again. Okay, few months down the line, not even few, maybe 2 or 3 months down the line, he comes and he tells me his parents, his mom and his grandma are saying he must take his family and live in that place, And that meant, girl, slicer. And to me, I felt, okay, the daughter needs her father, As much as I didn't experience Uklala no Baba, I wouldn't want to take that away from his daughter. And I was like, it's fine, excuses. I'm bouncing. It's okay. If that's what you want and that's what your family wants for you, and yeah, there's nothing I can do. And I left the relationship. Sad, yes, but it wasn't painful. I don't know why. Sana, hardly a month, the guy comes back and is like, it's not working. It's not working. I tried and making this relationship work with the baby mama, but it's not working. We just talk through the child, and we hardly converse like me and now. Like we don't have that connection, so I can't. And me being naive, me being who I am, and this guy has swept me off my feet. Why not give him a chance? Give him a chance. Like, he tried and he failed. Let me give him a chance. Red flag number 2. Oh, son, I continued, but it wasn't recording. Can I finish without this thingy disturbing me? I hope you guys can see me. And if you can't, I'm really sorry. If I'm cut, I'm really sorry. But let's just continue so that we get to the end and you tell me, Guti, Sisi, you are who? All right. First track, I go to a marathon race, a Soweto marathon race. I was doing a 10K and I had short hair. And I wasn't wearing a wig that day, and he fetched me. He dropped me off, and then later on, after an hour or two, he came back. Yeah, because I think I ran it in 1 hour 20. And then, yeah, he came through. He fetched me. I used to do my race, and when I'm almost done, when I see Guti, okay, in the next 20 or 15 minutes, I'll be done, I give him a call, and then he comes back, and he picks me up. Okay, cool. We went to the Flatmos, and this white lady is like, oh, he greets us, and then he's like, who? I haven't seen this lady before. I always see the other one. It's like, no, it's the same person. It's just that she doesn't have hair. And he made some lousy excuse. And I was like taken aback and like, red flag number 3. But I was like, I know. And it's like, you know, mostly how white sees us as the same, how we see the Chinese as the same. Yeah, at the back of my mind, I was like, no, man, maybe this lady, we are you know, she's hinting me to something. But how lovey-dovey, you know, why? Then he runs me a bath and he massages me. You know, I'm from a race, I'm exhausted, and I nap. And obviously, I didn't spend most of the nights or the days there because ekaya fat and said zero tolerance. So yeah, I guess that he was playing that whatever, you know, game. Cool. First track. There are times when I wanted to go there and he would tell me, no, you can't come through. My daughter's coming and is coming with his cousin. And because I would see in a small sponge, this one, sleeper. Yeah, a small one. And I would ask, and he says, no, my daughter sometimes comes through to sleep over. Fair enough, you know? Hey, son. Okay, my daughter sometimes comes through. First track, down the line, I'm bathing and tada, toiletries. He wasn't around then. I'm like, toiletries. Yeah, I don't want to tell you what happened to the toiletries, but okay, we move. After that toiletry incident, I mize him and I go home, and then he asks what's happening, and I'm like, what's it with the toiletries, you know? It's like, no, some story. And then he started mising me, ghosting me. And it was okay, fine. We ghosted each other. Red flag number 5, because we would ghost each other. When I'm angry, I can't fume me now. I can't scream. I express myself in a text, and then if you don't respond accordingly, I ghost. And yeah, it's a toxic trait that I have because I've been ghosted numerous times and I feel it's safe to ghost a person too. All right, sharp. I fast track, we get back to each other. Get back to the relationship, and that was one of the signs that I saw, good, no man, this is not good. But it was perfect, Masbielana, guys. It was perfect. We don't even talk about what happened. We just continue, and crickets, firelights, so like nice things, you know. Cool. Hi, it's my exam time. I spend most of the time there at his place because he gives me time. I study alone, unlike here at home. You know, we make excuses to be away from home. Yeah, but I would study there most of the times, and I would spend time at my tutors, and then at night he would pick me up from there. I didn't have a car then. He would pick me up from my tutor, and then I spend the time go to work. After work, go to the tutor. He would fetch me. And during that time, it was nice. And I think I conceived during that time. Hey. That's why my child, abanye bantu bambiza become. Right. Immediately after I was done with my exams, Motu ghosted me again. Motu ghosted me again. Okay, I had to check if it's recording. Motu ghosted me again. Cool. I was like, no, it's fine. November, December, I'll let it be. And this time it's final in my head. This time it's final. I don't want this guy anymore. He's very toxic for me, even though I love him. And then Velege Sikostane. Like, he ghosts me first, and then I try, and I see, no, it's fine. Let go. I let go. Cool. Few months down the line, I discover Oguba, I'm pregnant. Not even few months. It was November. In December, there was something happening at home in Guyana. There was a wedding, yeah. And I wanted to go to the wedding. And yeah, we were planning to go to the wedding, and I got sick, and then I went to the doctor, and then I had they gave me a day off most. The doctor, Sana, for like I was nausea and stuff, and then what totally nausea. What's nine nausea we scan. And that day, the doctor's by the taxi, like the main road, and I parked the car there. I was driving my niece's car, the old i10, Hyundai i10. I parked and I got in the car, and it was quiet in the world. No taxis, but there were taxis. I believe there were taxis hooting, but that day it was so quiet. And I was sitting in the car, and it started drizzling, and I was like, I'm pregnant, and we broke up with this person. I took a picture of the scan, sent it to him, and I switched off my phone, and I continued with my life like nothing happened. We went to the wedding, we came back, nothing, no communication from him, nothing. And I think from January, he then started reaching out, and I was just telling myself, go to this, I'm going to do it alone. I'm going to raise this child alone. I'm going to do this thing alone. I just want to get used to it from the first month of finding out until the 9th month, until the baby's born, you know? That was my story. Sharp. And then after 3 months, my mom was like, no, Sissy, you can't do this to yourself. You can't stress yourself. Just let this guy be. My mom. Yeah, you just let it be. Sharp. I let him in. Kumnandi guys. Kumnandi, COVID. Kumnandi, the guy is taking care of me. I go visit. See, nothing happened. Kumnandi. Yeah, this is it. I'm now pregnant. Goop. I lost count of my red flags, but yeah. 8 months, guys, it tells me, he's scared now because I look like I might pop anytime. So he doesn't feel safe to spend time nights with me. Like I would go on my Sundays to sleep by him. And then Monday morning, I go to my sister's place because I was working from home. I go to my sister's place to work there. We didn't have Wi-Fi here. Yeah, big routine. Friday, I go home to my mom. And then Sunday, I go to him. And then Monday, I go back to my sister's place. Yeah, kwakumnandi. COVID, lockdown, mina ngiyadrive ngendodeni. 8-month cut. I can't. Okay, a part of me understands, but I'm like, how? Njani, kwenzakalani? Same tendencies goes me sharp. And I'm like, this is it, this is it. I'm about to pop. Let me accept the situation. Maybe he was trying to calm me and trying to make me feel wanted for this moment, and this is it. Cool. I tell myself again, no, it's fine, you'll do this alone. Sana, I give birth. After giving birth, okay, Suzoham. I give birth and I get a dololo. He was not there, dololo. And fetching me from the hospital was my sister and my niece. They fetched me during lockdown. Was dololo. And okay, fast track. My child, 5 days, gets sick, jaundice, and voila, daddy's back. And he calls me every day at the hospital. He's calling me, it's okay, gonna be fine. Return from the hospital, daddy disappears. Good night. Guys, as he was disappearing, he was going back to the girl that they said he must settle with. And at some point, he would tell me, no, Ekaya, they're telling me, I must do the right thing by her. And this was before the baby. And even after I got the baby. And I felt like this is a losing battle. I cannot fight this relationship, no matter how much we love each other. If your family wants that and you are listening to your family, that means you also love her. So let me just take myself out of this situation, And, it's very, very hard to take yourself out of the situation while you are vulnerable, while you just had a baby, while you still love the person and the person still loves you. It's very hard. And through those situations, it was hard because it was on and off with us. When my child was 1 year, she got sick severely. He couldn't come. He asked his brother to take us to emergency. Sana. It was almost, lockdown was uplifted by then. And yeah, there were restrictions though, still. And the brother took us. He couldn't make it. Where was he? With his family. And fast forward, he becomes a present father. He's always here. He fetches me from work. We drive together. We buy McDonald's and we mix it in our own way. And we have some nice jalapeno nuggets. We have tomato sauce, pepper and salt, fries. We shake them. Nice things. And few months later, it happens again. I won't get into detail. There's something that happens before we separate, and I always see it's about to happen. We are about to separate, and I get ready. I pack my bags in my heart. It's gonna happen again. It was that on and off type of relationship, even before the baby. So we can't blame the baby. And then, fast forward. My child is about to turn 4. It's the year where she's going to turn 4 years old. And Mugai calls me. I was on my way to Monte Casino. I think I was going on a date, and I tell him, no, I'm on my way, I'm going on a date. And he's like, no, we need to talk, like, seriously. And I'm like, okay, after my date, I will come through and we'll talk, vulnerability. I go to that date, and that date was a fail. I think it was a fail because of me. I wasn't paying attention there. I was just curious, Uti, ufuna ukuthini baby daddy. Cool. And when I get to baby zaddy, he tells me he wants us to fix things. And yes, what I've been telling him was true. And he found stuff in the house. And. So, he was building up, warming up, and until Namike Sana, I warmed up to the situation. I lapaya, you start seeing with him, okay, why does she still have the keys? No, this is my house, but she helped me pay for this and that, so it would be fair for me to sell the house, and then after I sell the house, I give her share. And Sana, there were times at 2:00 at night, he would be on property 24, saying that he's looking for a house that we will buy and start our family and just leave this one because this one isn't his name, which I will not name. Yay! I believe in getting, with my heart and my belly button and my stomach and my liver. I'm like, this is it, He finally saw what I was telling him. The boys. Jonasi. Okay, cool. And then few months down the line, he would tell me, Guti, I can't come through. Oh, a few months down the line, I went to church with him. We went to church. Some revival, they invited him. So I went to church with him, and the church, it built me. Oh, Indoda is inviting me to church. That means it's right, That means we are building on the right thing, Jesus first, oh, this is it. Before we got to church, we were following each other. I was driving my car, he was driving his, and then we stopped by another place where he picked up his mom, and then followed him to drop his mom off Gubo. And the mom saw me. Like, when she saw me, her face changed. And after that night, like, and everything, I was like, this is it, haha. He then told me that his mom recommends that I don't come back to the house because the house has got, I won't mention. And it's not safe for me and my daughter because, guys, weekends, we've won the family. We've finally won the family. Cool. We stopped going, but he would fetch the child on weekends. And this other time, he had invited us on a Sunday. We stopped going to sleep over, but we would go on a Sunday and cook Sunday meal. And, this other time he came on Saturday, fetched my daughter, his daughter, and then they spent time together there, and then they came back. And then maybe a month later or so, while I was driving with my child see a white car. Hyundai i10, the new ones. And she says, Mom, this car looks like Daddy's, the one he was driving. And my sister's mom came with her car too, which was white. And Daddy was washing his car, and then we ended up washing all the cars. Like, I saw the picture where my child was so excited, was so happy. They tried that mom, the daddy, and their sister, and they're washing the cars. And where am I? We get there, guys. I am sour. I don't talk about it. Wednesdays was our date nights, and on a Wednesday, I was like, Masi told me this. It's like, yo, mtanako, your child. She doesn't forget. This is a month ago. I'm like, what was happening? It's like, no, she came through to collect her stuff while I was washing my car, and then she just asked me, and I just did it, Okay. Okay. But I started feeling good. No. This is not it. They told me no longer to come and sleep here. It's not safe for my child. And then next thing, Miguel comes and collects her stuff. Something is not adding up. Months go by. Not even a year, guys. Maybe after 6 to 7 months, guys stops texting, stops calling. Date night stopped. There were excuses. Sorry, I think I've got things here. Sorry. It stopped. Everything stopped. Communicating with me stopped. But this other day, he then texts me, asks me, can I have Umasi? And then they take Umasi, my daughter. When they came back, my daughter told me, Mom, we were with my sister and her mom and daddy. And I'm like, oh, son. The family that I thought I won. I lost. That family won. Till this day, I was like, no ways. We cannot play this family number 1 and family number 2. I will never do that ever again. I won't. And I will try and insert the parts of polygamist that triggered me. Like, Sana. Yabon Guti mix masala. It was always me and her, but I don't know Guti who's who in the who. In the hood. Who's who in the hood? I don't know, but he was a Jonas. Definitely a Jonas. He was playing us, both of us. Gash, 2 families, and and we allowed that until I said, no, man, I can't. Yeah, guys, please comment down below and tell me, who am I in this polygamist? Dingubani na in this polygamist. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you watched this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you on my next video. Bye.